From scattered whispers across time, from the lost pages of ancient sailors, from echoes hidden in the depths, artificial intelligence has gathered the forgotten stories of the sea. Tonight, we dive into the myths and mysteries that have haunted the oceans for centuries. This is a journey through the eyes of those who dared to sail into the unknown. Welcome to the secrets of the deep.
Whispers beneath the waves.
It was under a full moon when we first heard the singing. Faint at first, barely more than a whisper. But as the mist thickened across the water, the melody grew stronger. It wasn't a song meant to comfort. It was a voice that burrowed into your mind, whispering promises you couldn't resist. One by one, we fell silent. We stood on the deck, frozen, eyes locked on the dark water below. Then we saw them, shapes moving just beneath the surface. The singing swelled, heavy with sorrow, and yet something cold, inhuman. One of the lads, a boy barely of age, shouted, "I see her! She's calling me!" Before we could grab him, he leapt overboard. The mist swallowed him whole. The ocean closed over his head without so much as a ripple. We screamed through ropes, but it was no use. All that remained was a faint echo of laughter and a whisper promising another soul.
The beast below.
There are things in the ocean that no man should ever lay eyes on. We were 2 weeks out of port, chasing the trade winds across an endless grey sea. The sky grew heavy. A darkness rolled across the water like smoke, and the air turned thick, choking. Then the sea fell silent. No gulls, no breeze, just the heavy pounding silence pressing against our skulls. It started with a ripple, a shiver across the surface, like the ocean itself was trembling. And then it rose, a mass of black glistening flesh, pulling itself from the depths, larger than any beast a man could dream of. Tentacles, not one but dozens, thick as the mast of our ship, thrashing in the storming waters. One struck the stern. The wood shattered like kindling. Men screamed. Ropes snapped. The deck buckled beneath us. I saw Thompson, the strongest man I ever knew, plucked from the rigging like a child's toy. And then he was gone, dragged beneath the churning black. We fired every cannon we had. Musket balls, harpoons, curses into the howling wind. It didn't matter. It didn't bleed. It didn't die. Somehow it let us go. We limped back to port with half a crew and half a ship, and none of us spoke of it again. Some monsters are better left unnamed.
Cursed to sail forever.
You see me. You see the wreck that was once my ship. Torn sails, splintered wood, drifting beneath a sky that never clears. I was proud once, a captain, a man who feared no storm, but I defied the heavens. I swore I would reach my port, even if it took an eternity. And so it shall. The winds mock me, the waves carry me in endless circles. No land to set foot on, no home, only the howling sea and the curse I carved into my own bones. They say to see my ship is a warning. Perhaps it is. Perhaps you too will be lost in these waters, trapped between worlds as I am. If you hear my bell tolling through the mist, turn back before the ocean takes you.
What you have heard are the voices of history, stitched together from fragments of forgotten fear. The ocean still keeps its secrets, But perhaps through the lens of artificial intelligence, we are beginning to understand the legends it hides. Tell us, what truth do you see beneath the waves?